It was pretty good. It was nice to see some guys get out there and run around a little bit, and you know the names, and you see the names, and you've seen them run around doing some off-season conditioning drills. So it was good to see who can correlate the knowledge from the meeting room to the field and do it with a high intensity. So first 2 days were good. We're trying to obviously install the defense and continue doing what they've done in the past, but also add some tweaks to it. But then also we're trying to develop techniques, fundamentals, and really hone in on some things that's going to carry us forward to the fall.
Is that your main focus this spring? Is just installation primarily?
Installation and developing some sound, solid techniques that you can play a lot of different things to, but being sound and being technically, fundamentally sound in a lot of things that we do.
Has there been any guys in your group that has kind of emerged through the first few practices?
Well, Kendi Charles is obviously, he understands the defense, he understands the techniques and fundamentals, so it's nice to have guys like that can help you coach as well. But TJ Bush as a freshman and CJ Bazile as a younger guy still, those two have really shown that they're ready to step up and play. We're looking at guys like Bryce. Bryce has had a really, really good couple, 2 days, and he is poised to have a really good season. Can't wait to get Jay Hardy back on the field. He seems like he's going to be a veteran kind of leader. He's taking strides in that way, so it's been really productive and encouraging.
With the new schemes, new coaching staff, for the returners, how much of a learning curve is it for them to learn?
It's really not a lot of new stuff. We changed the names of some things, but it's a lot of carryover from what they did in the past, and that's what we're trying to do. Is we don't want to change something that worked, so we're just going to tweak it a little bit and develop upon it.
And what about the transition for you coming from Coastal over the past few months and getting adjusted here? How's the transition been for you?
It's been good. The guys, like I said, are embracing what we're asking them to do, and Lynchburg's a little colder than Myrtle Beach, but other than that, it's been good.
And then what about working with the rest of the staff on the defensive side of the ball? I know Coach Curtis is retained, but some familiar faces you had from Coach.
Yeah, the staff has been great. It's been good to see those guys that we've added, how they fit in with the guys, and it feels pretty good. It feels like your normal deal, your normal guys. So.
And then getting to Coach Chadwell. You've been around him a lot. What has he meant to you? Maybe as a person, as a coach, football player, whatever.
For me personally, having a family, he's big on family, and he's going to run his program as such. So it gives you an opportunity to bring your kids into the facility. It gives you an opportunity to bring your family to practice. And the way he runs it, he's opening for it. And for me, being a father, being a husband, it's really cool. You're able to live out your dream and still raise your family.
And then the Liberty defensive line last year had a lot of TFLs, sacks. Were able to get in the backfield, create some havoc, but lose some guys there.
Right.
Darrell Johnson, Trayshawn Clark, and some others. How much does it change from last year to this year as far as trying to attack the quarterback? Is that a big part of your philosophy?
Yeah, that's still going to be a major part of our philosophy, and also we're going to just try to build upon what they did. They were successful, and they did a really good job of playing behind the line of scrimmage, and that stuff won't change. Again, the front, the scheme, schematically, we're not going to try to change it. We're just going to try to build upon it.
And the joker position, I guess that's something, maybe a new terminology that for us, but maybe just a quick tutorial on what that is.
It's just a different name for what Darrell played last year, which was the bandit. Right. It's the same exact guy, same position, same skill set. You want at that position. So it doesn't change a whole lot. No, sir.
Anybody on the line have anything?
I do. I'm just curious, coming into a new program, learning new guys, trying to implement, the system that you guys have and just the sound techniques that you're talking about. How has it challenged you to be patient as a coach and just trust the process?
It definitely is. It's a challenge, but that's part of what we do, part of why we do it. I love to see a kid that come in that knows nothing, like a TJ Bush, and see how fast he's able to pick up on it and then also go out and execute what he's learned. So for the older guys, it's not really that challenging. So I'm really trying to get the younger guys up to their speed. So that makes it a little easier when you have guys that know the techniques, that know the defense, that know the scheme. They can help you echo those same coaching points to the younger guys and the guys that are a little unfamiliar with it.
Right. And who are some of the early leaders, not necessarily just in the defense overall, who have you seen really step up and lead this group this spring?
Quentin Reese is phenomenal. He's one of those guys, when you say you want your good players to be your hardest workers, that's what you have with him. So it's been really, really encouraging to see how he works, and the guys see it. And anytime your players see your good players working really hard, it obviously encourages them to do the same. So we kind of got him at levels a little bit. You got Quentin on the back end. You got Akil in the middle at linebackers. He's a little bit more of a non-vocal guy, but he leads by example. And then you have Kendi up front leading the way with those guys. And, again, you got guys like Steven Sings who doesn't say a whole lot, but he leads positively and he leads by example a lot. And I'm really looking forward to Jay Hardy and Bryce to see if they can grow into those roles as well.
Awesome, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
What about Khristian Zachary? I mean, he's a guy that was heavily recruited coming in, and he's got some playing time his first 2 years. How is he?
So I don't know if y'all have seen, he's put on some weight here lately, so we moved him inside a little bit. I think Khristian's 285 now. So he's a guy, he's learning a different position, but he knows the techniques, he knows it, so it's just a little bit of a little learning process for him right now. He's learning different positions, so he's doing well. Good.
Anything else online?
Yeah, I got one if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a number of guys, obviously there have been headlines about guys when you guys first took over leaving and heading to the transfer portal.
Mm-hmm.
Is there still a goal to add more players? Are you guys getting more creative in terms of moving pieces around like Khristian Zachary from out to in on the defensive line to make sure you've got the right depth at spots? How are you guys handling that?
Yeah, we're probably going to sign we may look to sign maybe one or two guys in the next portal window opening. But other than that, it hasn't been as many as you think that we need to go sign. It's we lost those two linebackers that really hurt. So we may go try to sign a inside backer or two, and then maybe another D lineman. It just depends on what's available. We're not going to go out and just grab guys to grab guys, but we are going to look to fill a couple spots, a couple holes.